I intend on finishing this game today. I'm in the final dungeon, and I think I have the levels necessary to actually defeat the final boss in all its forms. 26% in floor 3. What are all these things? Two. It's purple now. What does that mean? So it makes me walk past a bunch of switches in order to see a door I can't access. 2. 1. What's this? Efreet crystal? Oh, it's a thing. I can't even use it. Another one of these. I don't really understand how this works. I just got a prize for getting it right the first time by guessing. This one is green. 6. Orange. 10. Six. What did I do wrong? I don't understand how this thing works.
Let's get this over with quickly. Yeah! Aiming device! Aiming device!
What's this stuff?
That was easy.
Have to do it again? Why is the disintegration breaking this up? 6. It's green. And rare crystal. These are things I don't plan on using. Ten. I need to make it orange. I'm just getting lucky on these. You get a prize if you do it right. Forced to fight a battle if you don't.
You've got to be kidding!
Not good. Psychic dimension door.
Paralyze them.
Psychic. Air slash. Air slash. Psychic dimension door.
Aiming device!
Psychic dimension door.
That was a fight? My
Got a
concentration
free
has improved.
symbol of courage. It's good to have a dungeon this late.
Okay, guys, let's do
Bring
it!
it on.
You okay? Aiming device! Aiming device! Aiming device! Aiming device!
Dimension door. Lightning. Dimension door.
What a waste of time. Let's go.
We'll be making so much money.
Okay, guys, let's do
Looks
it!
like an even match. Dimension door. Lightning blow. Dimension door. It's not the great who are strong. It's the strong. Oh, a real find in the movies. Psychic.
And
Okay, guys, let's do
Bring
it.
it on! Dimension Sword! That was fun!
Man. Make yellow somehow. And do it in 16. These regenerate behind my back. Kind of annoying. As far as I can tell, with these crystals, they cycle through. Let's see. Off, red, blue, yellow, white. And you have to combine them in order to form yellow? Who's getting the bunny shoes? I don't think anyone needs it right now. And that's the way out of here, I guess. Okay, that's it. Nothing here. Sorry, nothing. Just a blank floor. Why even bother? 2 blank floors in a row. What gives? Maybe they did rush this. Save point. Save point, no healing point. Must be a boss then. Absorbs HP.
Okay, guys, let's do
Looks
it.
like an even match. Vampiric flash.
It even absorbs MP. That's pretty good. It just costs an enormous amount of MP in exchange.
That was easy.
So, I wasn't paying attention to the costs. 500 MP to activate. So now MP matters for him. It's like misery circle. What the stupid eyes will do.
Real fight.
He's even better at eating MP than I thought. He literally eats MP.
Let's find worthy opponents next time.
Not even his final form.
It's an ambush!
Vampiric flash.
He can sustain himself really easily on this so long as he has the MP necessary to activate that.
I don't believe it. I won't believe it. Vanish blow.
Aiming device! Aiming device!
Dimension door. Sight. That was fun.
This elevator's turned off. There aren't that many breakable walls in this game. I think they made a deal about how important it is to break them open. Don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. There's one hand. less hunting you need to do for textures that are hard to see, but also not getting the most out of this gimmick. The camera angle isn't a good one though.
What? An attack from behind?
Sneaky move.
That was fun.
Okay, guys, let's do
Bring
it.
it on. Dimension. Yeah.
Power up.
Yeah.
Aiming device. Aiming device. Angel feather.
Vampiric flash. Healing.
Aiming device. Aiming device.
Stone ray. Lightning blow. Healing.
Angel feather. Aiming device. Aiming device. I may not be a fighter by nature,
feel
but I
stronger
never turn
already.
down a challenge.
I'm the greatest.
I just got this. Hand of Doom. Vampiric Flash seems too good though. Seems a little too good. I just still fall to that. Hello, Veluxy. Real close to the end. I wasn't able to finish it last night, or I was streaming until 7 in the morning trying to get to this point, and I had to, yeah, I had to stop. How's my crafting? Let me show you after this. And I discovered Albel's ultimate. It's this. I underestimated just how good he is at eating MP. He does it literally.
His power won't go to waste.
That's the real reason I actually went out of my way to get him back. He's a really funny English voice, and it amuses me greatly. So I didn't bother super duper optimizing my crafting because I figure I don't really need to finish the game. I just did this. 1500 or so. Yeah, 2000 attack is enough. And it's getting me through this tower. Because I said it last night, but I don't play these games to do 100% or go as deep into it as I can, because I'll go at my own pace for most of the game, but once the end is in sight, I'll rush to it as fast as I can, because once I see the credits of the game, I'm done with it. I'm gonna move on to playing other games. And the end is in sight here. Once they start saying this is the final battle, I'm gonna start making like there is, because I don't like post games in RPG. Beat it. Only trouble with Vampiric Plus is that it requires 500 MP to turn on, and I no longer have that. I think it's a little too good that this paralyzes the enemy.
I feel stronger already.
Because, going by experience with other games like this, all the guides and advice for breaking the systems wide open is making the assumption that you're gonna fight optional bosses, which I don't do. Especially since they tend to be just, previous bosses, but with 100 times the health. We're already on floor 9, there was nothing on floor 8, or even floors 4 and 5, there's nothing there. Maybe they really did rush this. But at the same time, I'm relieved that I don't have to, hideous. I don't have to do 10 actual floors of the final dungeon, because the final dungeon is actually in 2 parts. There's the firewall before this, after all. What happened? Hey.
It's not the great who are strong. It's the strong who are great.
Once I get the broken skills, I'll just use them. If they're gonna give it to me, I don't see any reason not to use it. I'm guessing this is the end. floor looks very different from the ones before it. Said it before, but I think this game does a better job of disguising the fact that the end game was rushed than the previous games. There's nothing here. Nobody's home. Also a thing how the final dungeon, they keep giving you crafting materials and you can't do any crafting here. There's no workshop here. There's no atelier. Why would there be in 4D space? I wish I could tilt the camera. What's this? Whatever it is, I can probably take it.
Be careful.
I won't miss.
But you. Psych. I won't believe it. I won't believe it. Vampiric flash. It'll help here. I don't believe it.
It is.
I won't believe it.
I was wrong, I could not take it.
Aiming device. 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 Aiming device.
10,000s. I'm still using up all my revive items. Hmm. Guess these things are optional. I'm just hoping that there isn't. I'm just hoping that exploring the entirety of this floor is some treasure chest that will be worth it. I'm not seeing that it's not looking like it's gonna happen. Especially since this floor is like a large percentage of the map. Last save point of the game, I assume. So is there no there's no what's it? Shortcut to the way back? Or an optional dungeon? Guess I gotta beat the game first. This is it. Hmm. I guess we're gonna finish with this. I'm about 56. Everyone else is above 50. I read that final skills are learned at 50. Alright, owner, what do you have to say for yourself? This is pre-rendered. Oh, I see, that's the time element. Is this Luther just a guy? It is just a guy.
Why? Why is this happening?
Owner, I mean Luther. Now do you understand? Stop this right now!
Blair? So you led them here. Your defiance knows no bounds, my sister.
Your brother and sister? So Blair
What a
is the
revelation.
Owner's sister. The life forms spawned within the Eternal Sphere have attained a level of intellectual development that rivals our own. It's time to let them go their own way.
You're kidding me. They're nothing but data. The cosmos of the Eternal Sphere is a toy. It's just a game!
Now that they've developed minds equal to our own, how are they any different from us? The
'Cause we
evidence
made
is
them?
clear. It's getting harder and harder to interfere in their dimension as we please. Doesn't that prove that they've become equals? That they deserve to live?
But they've gained the power to cross into our own dimension and inflict harm on us. Such dangerous entities cannot be ignored.
They didn't appear in our dimension until you tried to destroy theirs. In my mind, you've done nothing wrong by coming here to stop you.
What are you talking about? The very existence of entities like these is causing massive bugs in the Eternal Sphere itself. Tell me what's wrong with eliminating flawed code.
Flawed code? But you were the one who claims to have written us in the first place.
No. He
Still,
wrote the code that generated
that does
this
not
code.
mean we'll stand by and let you do as you please. We should live and die according to our own free will.
If he wrote the code, he can...
This is ridiculous. You're nothing more than a collection of zeros and ones.
No matter what the real truth
And,
is, the fact is we have thoughts and feelings of our own. We want to save our dimension and everyone in it.
everyone else is A's, T's, C's, and
She's right.
G's.
We've come all
What's
this
the
way
difference?
Thanks to the thoughts and feelings of countless people. Allowing you to erase us would betray them all.
Thoughts and feelings? What rubbish! Your thoughts and feelings are nothing more than fabrications modeled on our own!
Luther, you still don't get it, do you?
Shut up already, Claire! It's you who doesn't understand.
He doesn't want to take responsibility. He's a bad father.
No matter how high a level of existence they try to reach, they're still nothing but fabrications. Data should obey the will of their creator and submit to deletion.
Don't mess with us!
We won't give up!
Don't think everything will go your way. We're not your toys!
What's this music? More Persona music.
Be careful! But you psychic! Dimension door!
What is the point of a bonus battle? This is the final boss. Right? Smash the final boss until it dies. This is acid jazz in a final boss JRPG. Oh no, the bonus battle that I can't claim at the end is broken.
This can't be happening. Something definitely wrong here!
That's how you know it's the final boss. No experience, no money. Well, what's the second form? It has one, right?
This can't be. I'm the creator. Why is this happening?
It's like he's never suffered for writing bad programs. Anyone who's ever programmed anything knows that stuff they write can wreck their lives.
Hurry, everyone. Get the Eternal Sphere back up. I'll try to fill in the gaps the best I can.
This makes no sense. How could this happen to me? How could I be surpassed by my own creations?
You've never been an instructor then? Oh! The sound effect.
It's because I took the easy way out by only erasing the problematic data. If the viruses are working together to create their own data, then I should delete everything!
No, it's not worth it.
Luther?
Cause, I don't know.
That's it! I won't stop with the Milky Way galaxy. I'll completely delete all the data linked to the Eternal Sphere.
You know how expensive it is to come up with this seed, though?
That will completely eliminate these viruses too.
Yeah, he's resorting to reinstalling the
Why
OS.
didn't I think of it before?
That's the easy way out. You're a really bad admin if you think that's the solution to your problem. You can't even restore an earlier backup before those things were created. That's what you should be doing. Matt Hardy is shaking his head out there somewhere and doesn't know why.
What are you doing? You are putting yourself in grave danger by trying this while you're still projected into the eternal sphere. Luther, don't do it!
Die, 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 die!
That's what I say to my recycle bin when I empty it.
God, everyone and everything! Righteousness shall prevail!
Some more. Okay, so our universe is being formatted, and oh, why does it look like this?
Looks like more.
Finally, time to use one of these things. Where's my MP stuff? Let's use this. Only 300? My super duper revival deal. This. Man. I don't know where it's aimed at. Happening.
Data should behave as such. Healing. Wallow in despair. Wallow in despair.
See, I keep doing this.
Wallow in despair. despair. Ha! Healing.
Aiming device! Aiming device! Aiming device! Aiming device! Aiming
Data
device!
should behave as such.
I don't believe it. I won't believe it.
Wallow in despair.
I need better MP restoring items.
Data should behave as such. Wallow in despair.
I don't believe it. Won't believe it.
Data should behave as such. Healing. Yeah. Wallow in despair.
Vampiric flash.
Healing. Wallow in despair. Wallow in despair.
Vampiric flash.
Wallow in despair. Laser beam.
Sorry for all the trouble.
Eat it.
Healing. Laser beams. I'll show you my most powerful program. Hear that sound?
What's happening? I can't see what's happening.
I'll show you my most... Hear that sound? It's the gates of the netherworld opening to take
Nice,
you
look at
away.
that.
Healing!
I can't tell what's happening here. Alright.
Be gone! Wallow in...
Guess I need a better party then. Hmm. Other than this brutal fight, this is the ending. This game's okay. I expected to run into problems and jank because this game came out 19 years before the previous RPG I played on stream. But this is the final boss. So I like the storyline, but the gameplay needs work, should we say. The battle system I think also needs work, but because holding buttons down isn't reliable, I find. Sometimes you're holding the button down and nothing happens and it's too late before you realize why. I still don't know why that happens sometimes. Gotta divest this. Yeah, I need to put... I had to put bunny shoes on her because she needs it. I don't really know what to put on here. Sometimes part of AI just does nothing at all, and I don't know why. I never had any AI issues in Second Story R. I don't really need two casters. But they're the only ones at my highest level, so I guess we gotta. I'm gonna skip the cutscenes, by the way. This. No map here for this last hallway. So, Luther is really mad that entities spawned inside his own program have become sentient and have crossed over into the real world. Extremely concerned, I can't skip this. Extremely concerned that it's going to start breaking things for real. But really, he just wants to hold on. When he wasn't able to defeat them with his own hands, he decided to format reality. Because he's a bad admin. He doesn't know how to repair his own systems. He's like he's never ever had a case where a program he wrote caused him personal problems. It's just it is really just a game of Dwarf Fortress gone wrong, and the game is not fun unless stuff goes wrong. Doesn't he realize? Also, this music, I don't understand it. Okay, so, support your party.
Let's give it our best shot. Sight, dimension, door.
So this is pretty good.
Dimension, door.
There's no point whatsoever for a bonus battle on the final boss because you can't gain experience or money on it.
Happening? Something definitely wrong here.
Usually the case with these games. Keep going. Increase the recovery rate, which did not happen. It's finally time to start using the really good healing items I've been holding on to for the entire game.
Let's give it our best shot.
Oh, wait, I have to wait for Fury to fill 100%, or the resurrection will miss. I'm also short on healing items. I only have one of these things left. I forgot to change away laser blast. I was trying it out and it's not very good. $50,000 damages. Why is she doing anything other than reviving? I asked her to support her party. I didn't tell her to do anything else. That's it.
I don't believe it. Data. They're nothing but data. Why am I being deleted? Destroyed? Why? Ah!
That's what you get for not commenting your code. Defeat Luther within 5 minutes. There's an achievement to defeat Luther with level 1 characters. All 3. There's a way to do it, and I don't know how to do it. 50,000 damages, though. Yeah, that is the end of the game. Let's watch the ending. Yeah, you're right. I do need to do a lot of crafting. I don't feel like doing that, though. But that also requires, never using specific characters, ever. I didn't bother looking up how to do it when the clock stopped. It took me 50 hours to clear this game, and that includes restarts, an hour of grinding in Paternity for money.
Oh no. The SMC, the Small Magellanic Cloud, has been erased.
The what?
M31, the Andromeda Galaxy, erased. IC1613, erased. NGC 6822, erased. At this rate, everything will be deleted.
We weren't able to stop the formatting. That's the end of Star Ocean, because this is chronologically landing.
Is vanishing before our eyes.
It is.
Oh no. Do you think that maybe we were too late?
Wait a second, so our home dimension's being destroyed,
What's going to happen?
and they're being destroyed with it for some reason?
Just believe. Just believe that we exist here and now.
Like,
You're right. We're not just mere data that someone created.
Mm-hmm. Just because we were told to accept deletion doesn't mean we have to give up. No way!
there's a
That's
flashing.
right, Sophia. Choose to live.
I don't really have much of a problem with this twist because it is a novel. Huh.
Everything has completely vanished. Nothingness? So nothing really exists anymore? But if that were true, then what about this thought? This thought is real, and I am aware of this thought.
I was thinking the same thing.
So
Solipsism.
there is something left. There has to be. That means that I'm still alive.
I'm alive! Wolf power! So I don't really have much problem with this twist because it is a novel change on the usual anime kids kill god. It's literally what happened here. But the nature of existence is virtual as opposed to corporeal. But this is the storyline right for the very end of the franchise, not the third game. It's not exactly a holodeck though, because holodeck is instantaneated, not the actual system. But this is the most Star Trek, Star Ocean game so far. Yeah, you kill the admin,
Welcome back, Faith.
what then? Not allowed to skip the ending even with the option. Yeah, kill Mailer Damon.
Hey,
Well, it's about time. What took you so long?
He was having a thought to himself.
Welcome back, Fate.
Where are we?
Hey, guys.
took you long enough.
Yeah. I see you guys are okay
So
too.
how I was able to kill the final boss with less attack power than the first attempt.
But I wonder what happened to us.
Don't ask me, idiot. How the hell would I know?
All that we can see in our dimension. And everything we can touch.
Yeah, probably less reviving I needed to do. Because Maria was
It's all
actually
been a
doing attacking
fabrication
instead of trying to
created
heal
for
all
us
the
to
time.
perceive. And now Luther has disabled our perception of such things, effectively erasing them from existence. Without perception, there is no existence.
What was the name of that worldview?
And yet, even though everything around us was an illusion, I'm positive that our minds, which perceive that dimension, really do exist.
You're right. No matter what Luther claims, our minds are the only things that were real.
And therefore your eyes are real. Right?
That's exactly why Luther was unable to erase our consciousness. He merely deleted all the illusions around us. Doing so could not possibly erase that which actually exists outside of his creation.
Like, how do these people even have the concept of data and computers? Because they were naturally grown inside the
So,
simulation.
You're saying Luther never acknowledged our existence? Does his failure to do so explain why we still exist here?
Where's here?
Maybe. Strictly speaking, the universe as we know it most likely no longer exists.
And the adventure continues. Let's find a new universe.
Still feel its existence in our minds.
So we're just in 4D space lost somewhere.
If everyone in that universe still feels like we do right now, then that universe really does exist.
Isn't this just the ending to Mother 3?
No matter what really happened,
In any case, this means we won.
Yeah, you're right.
Does it really matter? Haven't we taken care of everything? If we have, then let's just leave it at that.
Everything we knew was wrong. It was all an illusion.
Good point. We exist here, and so does the universe. And that's enough. Let's go. Let's go back to where we belong.
How do we do that?
yeah, let's go, Fate. To everyone's universe.
We need a plan first. I can't help but notice there were some people missing in that ending. Seriously though, how do they plan on going back home? Where's home? Where's anything? Maybe that's why, to this day, they have to do whatever they can to not acknowledge how this game ended. Because it just doesn't work with any of the games ever released, even if they are prequels. Yeah. This is director's cut. They can't change the ending. Have to wonder why they, why did they feel the need to write in more characters? Cause, I played, the Atelier Mysterious games, the DX versions with a lot of DLCs. They had the same problem. Especially Atelier Lydie and Sewell. Because some of the characters in that game were DLCs, and DX includes all the DLCs built in. So some characters that should be in the ending just aren't. But of the 3 games in the Mysterious series, the only one worth playing at all is Lydie and Sewell. Because all the characters in that game are actually likable. And they have personality and stuff. And you're actually allowed to do damage sometimes. Also, they played the song at the very beginning of the game, and they didn't really explain why. Really? Oh. I don't play these games the same way other people do. I just want the funny characters, which is why I have Albel. The most typical edgelord you can ask for. And he's also really good in his own right. So, if I had just gone one more hour last night, I would have finished the game. But it was also 7 in the morning, and I had to stop for my own sake. How far would I have gotten without crafting? Technically I could have, because I didn't do any crafting at all until the last 5 hours of the game. Just less grunt. But I did a lot of crafting in First Departure and Second Story because it was much easier too. It's really needlessly complicated here, which is why I just never bothered with it. Stop the clock. It takes a long time to actually get results out of it. Because in Second Story, you can just do multiple iterations in one go. But it's also that game came out last month, so that's 19 years of progress. Yeah, it shouldn't be. There should be some. I always say that good video games should be a little annoying, and having to take time to get more money than you should at any point in the game should, in quotes, be annoying. Which is why Star Ocean works. They give you the bare minimum amount of resistance, but they never actually try to stop you. Some games and some companies believe that if the player is doing anything, stop them at all costs. Not this game. You have a small puzzle? Yes, it did. I had to get a... I'm not using a DualShock for this playthrough. I'm actually using an adapter. I had to get a DualShock 3, connect that to my adapter. Because it was the flute, where you have to either lightly tap or heavy tap X and circle in order to get... Is that a Doraya ship? It looks like one. In order to play the correct tunes. That's the only part of the game where pressure sensitivity matters. Kind of a thing because, well, that's actually true of the entire PS2 library. You can count on one hand the number of games where pressure sensitive buttons are actually used. I think the only ones I played was The Bouncer, Metal Gear Solid 3, I think Metal Gear Solid 2 did. This game, and what was one? There was one more. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, I played this game on a Wii U Pro Controller, my controller of choice. I like the analogs on it. 49 hours 38. And I did no off-screen playing like I normally do with RPGs to do some grinding. I recorded all of my grinding.
It's about that time.
Yes, it is.
Say hi to the old man for me. And apologize to him. Tell him I'm sorry I can't take over the dojo.
Dojo?
Sure, Cliff.
I didn't get this subplot.
Is his health all that bad? I can't believe it. He's such a tough old guy. I always thought he was indestructible.
This is the same backstory as that one guy in Star Ocean 1.
Exaggerating a little bit. He just wants me to come home, that's all.
Except it's in the cyber part of the game, not the fantasy
Sure
part.
does seem down in the dumps. Maybe it's just his age catching up with him.
Probably. And I've been away for so long.
Yeah.
The transport Canis will be departing for Claw System shortly.
The transport headed to Station Square will be departing soon.
Report to Gate 3. Your attention, please.
Well, I have to go or I'll miss the transport. See you later, Cliff.
I think they could remake this game, but they're really gonna have to do something about this ending.
I'm sorry. I wish I could go back with you. But it's pretty much impossible the way things stand.
Especially
Yes,
a lot of
short
these
interviews again.
things is the animations just aren't complete.
That's what I like about you, Cliff.
People didn't seem to mind if they were able to go through the whole game like this. Like sometimes characters don't move at all. What, Ajay is doing anything at all? I think they just invented him hastily for Director's Cut. That's what it feels like. Nobody ever mentioned anything about him until hour number 47.
I guess that's about as much as you can do with those limp noodles you call arms. If you want to go home, go right ahead.
Ooh, can I?
No, I can do a few more.
Just so you know, it's not like I'm forcing you or anything. If you can't handle how I do things around here, feel free to quit at any time. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Father, whatever are you making them do?
Oh yeah, I guess they are related.
I'm merely training your subordinates, as you seem unfit for the task.
I'm commanding this unit, Father, not you. Please don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. Their main tasks involve office work and research,
There's no need to force them to train like this.
What are you talking about? Are these pallid wimps supposed to be recognized as members of the Shield Legion, which is entrusted with the defense of the kingdom?
You know, if they remake this game, they're gonna have to make Welch playable too.
Healthy spirit. You spoil them too much.
The way you do things, only owners of unhealthy spirits will be left, Father. I have my own way of doing things. Please stop interfering.
I don't know if they can make Claire playable though. Wouldn't she just share exactly the same niche as Nell?
Please, Lady Claire, no. Allow me to continue a little longer.
She also does a really bad job of covering for Nell too.
Watch me. I'll make it to the end. I know I can.
What?
Was she?
See? They all want to finish. Why don't you just back off, huh?
I didn't even hear about Amnesis until well after it ended.
107. 108.
I can do more.
Lady Claire, I'm sorry.
Rip.
Feel the burn. 100 and...
I can't help but think that physical conditioning should be shouldn't start with push-ups. I would start with the obstacle course.
What have you been telling them? Look at these people. It's not healthy to train until you faint.
Nah, it's no big deal. I just promised them that whoever lasts till the end of my workout program gets to marry you. That's all. Well, it's not like you've got somebody else picked out, so I'll pick one for you.
You don't know that.
Now that's really going too far. I'll pick my own husband, thank you very much.
You know, that's why you're still single after all this time. I think part of the problem is that you don't associate with any gentlemen. And at your age, too.
I'll thank you not to worry about that sort of thing.
She surrounds herself with her female cohorts. And that's her business. She's doing pretty well for herself despite not worrying about husbandry. Also, Elba go to prison. It's not all the Runologists, those four. Only those four.
Who'd have known there was a place like this in the dungeons underneath the castle? The elite investigative team hasn't come back.
'Cause they're dead.
Did they fight over credit or goof up? I didn't think they'd have any problem with this mission. I guess I expected too much from them.
Well, I guess
They may be useless, good-for-nothing worms, but I guess I'd better at least recover their corpses.
yeah, he was never filled in on what happened while he was in prison.
Another guest. First 6, then 1. Foolish bravery, or is it recklessness?
Who's this?
You look like something of a fighter.
This an optional boss?
You're still a man of this world. You are no match for me. It would be best for you if you just went home peacefully. Or would you prefer to become another one of my mute servants, like those who came before?
Oh, so you're the cause of all the problems.
And what if I was?
Don't expect to die painlessly. I'll smash your face until you're begging me to kill you and get it over with.
You're a brave one. However,
You will literally eat your MP for lunch.
I am a servant of the gods, created by Falstaff, the god of death. Do you really think I would sully myself by fighting with a lowly mortal organism like yourself?
He's taunting him now.
Korima, Raksa, Mizua, Saska, come out, my servants.
Are those the four symbols?
What the? Bah! You scum!
You who were abandoned by the gods you served and left behind on this land. May I, in my great kindness, extend a special hand of charity to you and retrieve you as my own?
Look at what's happened to you, fools! Think of your place!
He's so disappointed in his own men now.
Fortunate. Very well. It is time for you to burn in eternal despair!
Oh. Oh. I thought I had to do something. So I guess that's a bad ending for him?
After learning about our country's state of confusion, the noblemen of Greeton, where the damage was relatively minor, formed a conspiracy to take advantage of the situation. However, now that the Lord of Arzum has been stricken with an illness, the conspiracy is slowly dying out.
We never saw Greeton at all. They just existed in the periphery.
Is that so? This is very unfortunate for the Lord of Arzum, yet very fortunate for our country. We have asked our citizens to suffer too much already. Now, our sacred kingdom of Aquaria has lost even the ability to avoid useless conflicts. In the years to come, until our kingdom's strength has recovered, we will have to ask you to perform many difficult missions. We are counting on you.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I think I mentioned that Nell is the most religious ninja I've ever seen.
Serving the Crimson Blade, but I will not betray Your Majesty's sacred trust. I will spare no efforts in these tasks.
It would seem we can stop worrying about Greeton for a while. Although Ariglyph is another story. According to the reports of the Spectral Legion, everything is peaceful in the Sandmite region. So, it would appear that domestic problems are our main concern.
We agree. We do not want to believe...
He finally says something reasonable. After being shut down over and over.
We just received a report from Claire. There is a sense of restlessness among certain wealthy merchants in Paterni. We have not determined the size or objectives of this plot, or who the ringleaders are, or any such details, but we must begin an official investigation. You are to select one appropriate person to handle this. We also plan to assign a member of the Chain Legion who is familiar with the local area to assist in this investigation.
She gets another party as we...
Understood. Very well. I will undertake this mission.
Sounds like it's setting up a spin-off.
Are you sure?
But Nell, you just returned home. You must still be tired. Should you not assign this task to someone else?
No, Your Majesty. I need to keep working. It's the only way I can relax now.
That's not good.
This will not do. Trusting the capabilities of one's subordinates and giving them appropriate tasks to build up experience, these are also the responsibilities of those who lead. Entrust this job to another.
You are not allowed to take this mission.
Her Majesty has spoken. You must send one of your subordinates. What? Don't tell me you're actually complaining about taking a few days off.
I will give the matter due consideration.
In that case, you are dismissed. With the past war, our country finds itself in dire need of what personnel it has left. Take good care of yourself.
Yeah, he's actually
Thank you very much.
It's actually being unselfish.
And I will take my leave now.
You have mandatory vacation. Some occupations have mandatory days off.
Hello, Professor Elena.
I never gave her the letter that the king wanted to give her.
That's right.
That required too
It's
much
about the
backtracking.
motor I developed based on channeled force.
Motor?
I see.
She built a combustion
I
engine?
haven't seen you in a long time. You sure look busy. But you're so young. Why don't you try to do some of the things only the young can do?
Like drive
I'll
cars.
support you any way I can.
You know, I could say the same to you. I hear you really put everything you've got into your research.
But that doesn't matter, since I'm not young anymore.
Wait, you're not?
Anyway, I'll see you
But
later. It
you're
wouldn't
only
keep
45.
Her Majesty waiting any longer.
Oh, and Professor Elena, why do you work so hard for all of us?
That's all she knows. And
It's
the queen
because
didn't
I
give her
love
permission to
this
take
work,
days off.
At least as much as anyone else does. Do you have a problem with that?
So, I can't help but notice these are all solo endings. Mirage does not get one.
All right, it's about time. System lock. Gravitic warp field released. Now, let's return from
Because how am I
gravitic
supposed to
warp
change
space
these
to
endings?
control space.
There's no private actions. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Maybe just, keep using specific party members like second story?
Okay, and the rest is all up to the autopilot.
I've been changing them
About 30
around.
minutes left till we reach Genesis system.
Oh, we're going to the Genesis.
Thing I
Challenge will
don't
always
get
be
is
there.
Why we have to meet face to face in this day and age.
For
What a waste
trust.
of time. All we have to do is take care of this through communications or whatever.
That's a tricky problem. When technology moves forward, ways to abuse it are also born. Unless everyone in the universe suddenly turns into good little boys and girls someday, I think meeting face to face will still be the safest way to go.
Ah, boss. You're awake already? We've still got some time left before we arrive.
So did Cliff take command
I
again?
know, but we're gonna meet with some bigwigs from the old Federation government. I don't know how we'll handle them in the new government, but I can't just roll out of bed right before our meeting, can I?
Yeah, old government was destroyed and it got formatted away.
I guess it's tough to be famous.
I didn't get famous on purpose. It was more of a process of elimination thing.
What a way to put it!
But honestly, flying all over the place on a daily basis.
That's an
like this
awful way to say you
doesn't
got
give you
famous.
Lots of food for thought. I'm always worried that my wife will leave me or something. Actually, today's my daughter's birthday.
Oh, the
But
guy
here I
finally
am.
scored. How far in the future is this then?
You gotta go home sometimes. I'm no ogre, you know. If you ask for a vacation, I won't say no.
That won't work either, will it? Since Quark is disbanded, we really lack personnel. Well, I guess I'm still all right. My wife, she understands about all that. Ah, that reminds me. I put all the mail that arrived while you were asleep in the usual place.
How long was he asleep
We got
for?
about 200 this time. At least 20 of those are priority A, too.
I bet it's fan letters from all those two-faced geezers again, huh? No, I can't just ignore them, but they're so depressing to read. I just don't feel like looking at them.
I know what that's like.
There were some dinner date invitations from some fine young women mixed in there, too.
What's that? From who?
From Ophelia of Tetragenesis and Allie of the planet Midgard. One invitation each.
Midgard? I've never been to Tetragenesis because I didn't play the Claude storyline.
Well, they are both beautiful, but I bet this'll turn out even worse than the letters from those old men. I never was any good at figuring out what those kinds of people are really thinking. Just more ulcers for me as always. All I want is a nice, relaxing dinner.
If only Fate or Maria would come back, things would go a little bit easier.
I guess Maria made the decision to
Well, that's not
disband
gonna
Quark.
happen. It's not like they were doing what they were doing for the fun of it anyway. Someday events may draw them back out again, but until that happens, I don't expect to see those two involved in politics.
If they'd show up, everything would be so much easier.
Yeah, well, you know this is an age-based ranking system, so there's nothing we can do. Till it's our turn to pass the baton, all us old folks can do is keep on struggling.
I myself want to find a place to retire and take it easy for a while. The best thing about the whole thing is, we know the next generation is excellent, so there's nothing to worry about.
I agree with both points. Still, I guess there's no use complaining. We'll just have to work as hard as we can to leave as few problems as possible for the next generation. That's the job of old guys like us.
And that never came to pass because this is the last game chronologically.
At last. Time to say goodbye to the ship. If you think about it, all the days of my struggle began and ended on this ship. Thinking back again, it wasn't such a long time, but there's still so much that we have to remember.
If they remake this game, I hope it's in
This
polygons.
is the last chance. All right.
I don't know how much work that'll take though. I don't mind if it looks PS2 again. Just
Captain,
redo all the
I have
animations.
something I want to talk to you about. Do you mind?
Oh boy, there he goes. There he goes. All right, either he succeeds or everything falls apart. What a sight to behold.
It's gonna score.
Thank you for all your hard work. I never would have been able to make it this far without you. Thanks, Lieber. So, what did you want to talk about?
Captain, I mean, Maria, that is, I mean...
What is it? What are you so nervous about? If there's something I can help with, just say the word and I'll do it.
Are you sure you want to let this chance pass you by? Won't you regret it later? Don't let it stress you out. Follow your heart.
It's okay. I've gotten over him. You can't keep fighting for a lost cause forever, you know. You'd have to be pretty stupid to keep trying and trying. Like good old Lieber here. Okay, let's all go back home to where we belong. We have to start our new lives for ourselves now.
What are you getting at?
Thank you for traveling aboard the transport ship Hornet, which is bound for the planet Roke and Kratos Spaceport 3.
What are we going to Rock for?
Kula system in 12 days.
Because
Final destination of Roke.
I think
A total of 14 days.
I think Rogue is like the least technologically advanced location in all of Star Ocean.
Enjoy your flight.
Even though they mentioned they joined the Federation after the events of Star Ocean.
That's pretty long.
The first game, but I can't imagine the technology advanced in however many years.
Now that the Creator has left this universe, a new universe created by the formal inhabitants of the Eternal Sphere has been born.
Okay, you'll wait until only now to clarify this?
Birth, prosperity, glory, decline, destruction, and then rebirth. Ever since the dawn of history, these events have been repeated over and over. But what happened this time was something completely different from all that came before. Rebellion against the Creator, the unforgivable sin. Did we do the right thing? Can we as humans bear the weight of this sin?
Hey, it was you or him.
Hey, you! What are you looking so glum for?
Who's this?
You're adults, ain't ya? So act like adults.
Is she adult? I don't think she is.
Miss?
I think she's like 17 last I checked.
You know, I have no idea what happened to you, and I don't want to know. But you know, you can't do a dang thing about stuff that's already happened. Stop moping around and start thinking about something else. Some people, always feeling sorry for themselves.
Is this someone I was supposed to have met earlier?
Stand adults like you who always worry about the past. Drives me crazy.
And where do you get up talking about other people's behavior? I can bop you one.
What's your problem? Well, you got something to say to me? Then just say it.
Also, Sophia still forgot to button her pants.
Oh, sorry. Please forgive her. The things kids say.
No, she should know better.
Hey, Ruddle, you stay out of this.
I was in the middle of...
Nothing wrong with what I said.
I was in the middle of telling her what's what.
Please. A whole lot of people lost their families, loved ones, and friends in this war. Try thinking a little bit about their suffering and their sadness. If you did, you'd never say things like that.
Yeah, I think you just need to experience loss, and then you'll see.
Nothing. Cry all you want, it won't help.
Hang on.
Rumina, please. Please don't talk like that. People who can't understand the pain of others are the worst people around.
What are you talking about? Ruddle, you...
Wait, it's okay. She's right.
That doesn't mean you should say it.
Yeah, you're right. It's exactly like you said. We have to be more positive. Crying about things won't change anything. Thanks, Rumina. You've taught me a valuable lesson.
Huh? What? Well, good. As long as you know what I mean.
You've got it right. When your very existence is denied, if you accept that and don't even try to fight, you might as well be dead.
You're already
If we don't
dead.
act to protect our own selves, then who will do it for us?
Just take a look at this credits list for the English voices. So everyone is just everyone went their own separate ways.
A migratory bird. I wonder what everyone's doing right now.
Is there any way to change any of these endings? If there is, I didn't do it.
About it, I did do a lot of crazy things. Maybe I should stay out of sight for a while.
That's never a bad idea.
On the bright side, my college is closed indefinitely.
Oh, lucky you. You know, if your college shuts down, if you had a student loan there,
I'll take it easy for a while.
the loan gets canceled. That's it. That felt like the normal ending. Maybe you get a better ending on harder difficulties. I'm not gonna bother. I need to play something else. And auto saves clear data. For whatever reason, games don't auto save clear data. I don't know why. Why would you not want it? It says this on top of the end card. Is there anything else I need to see here? Or is the game frozen? Looks like the game's frozen. I kind of miss when games would freeze the system under the end screen. It's more poetic. But at the same time, it's post-game stuff. Man, thanks for the GG. But, yep, I'm done with this game. I saw the credits. So I gotta reset and see if there's anything that unlocked. Yeah, that's it. So, somebody restored a backup and repaired repaired discontinuities in the backup data best they could. And then life went on. What does that mean for 4D? Because they depicted the 4D as like, is a utopia where everyone is bored all the time because there's no problem to solve. And the Eternal Sphere exists just to give them something to look forward to? Yeah, I'm gonna have to reset. Let's look at my trophies. It takes a tiny screenshot of the moment that the trophy was unlocked, which is why you have to save every time. It's done in 2P color available in status. Angered 10 times, 555 damages, 10,000 button presses, 222 damages. Don't get hit for 1 minute, 111 damages. Avoid fire bolt. What a weird thing. This is all I got. You're not gonna tell me how to do most of these? And the guides say that most of this game's playtime, if you want to go for 100%, is trying to figure out what all these trophies are and then getting them. Clear data. Clear data is written into the save files themselves, not system data. Wait, who's that? Who or what are you? You've completed the main game. Cool. Head for the mining town of the lava caves. I'm not doing that. I hate the tanks that wipe away your MP, and because I don't know how to dodge them. Why are we going to Surferio? Entrance of the ancient ruins. Entrance of firewall. Get me out of here. I don't care how. Why here? It's a one-way thing. I'm always bamboozled by the camera. It doesn't always send me in the direction I expect to go. Like, I want to go to Gemity, but I can't. I don't know how to get there from here. And there's no fast travel. I have to walk. Retail rabbit remover. Oh, sure. I have almost a million golds. Hey, they didn't change my party. Weird. So, anything change here? Just smash. Smash until they go away. That's the only way I want to play these. And Alba's the best at doing it. Cliff is second best, I think, but his range is a little too short to get some enemies. I know it's a PS2 game that fast travel would be too much for it, but man, do I miss it. Actually, now that the game is done, I'm gonna start using some items I never ever used. Displays chests. Why do I have to use it? MP0 because death mechanic. There's a reason no other games ever did this before or after. But it's balanced out by the fact that this also applies to the enemy. I don't know if it's worth it.
Good job, guys.
Still getting levels. Oh, even the still shows open to chest, which is actually helpful. One of the things that annoys me most about this map system, I do like that you can display the map over the whole screen like an old FPS. What I don't like is that you can't zoom it at all. You can only see this much of the map at once. And you can't even pan the map. Like in Doom, a game that came out 10 years before this one. Okay, this stuff I could be getting here. You really want me to go back and backtrack? I guess this game is... It's good if you enjoy backtracking and getting 100% on something, but... I'm not a 100% kind of person. Because there are a number of guides on GameFAQs that describe how to get 100%. There's a guide on there called the Perfect Game Guide, to make sure you see absolutely everything in as few playthroughs as possible.
You've got to be kidding! I let my guard down. That was fun.
Also, kind of unfortunate is that unlike the other games, there's no way to solo after you get 7 players, because there's no more reserve slots. You always have to have 3 at that point forward. Can't break this? I can't reveal this obviously evil looking tree for what it is from this direction?
I let my guard down. I won't miss.
happens if I get a high chain here? Another benefit of a remake is that we can load much more of the map at once. And I also don't know what to think of the whole disintegration system, because on one hand it's funny when part of the environment lands on you, even if it lands at a really slow velocity, but it's gonna happen to you by accident a lot of times, and that sucks. I guess I should look at all of these. I don't want to read these on stream, but I guess I'll read them on my own time. I always look when games have these. The fastest possible processing speeds. How fast is that? Maze of Tribulation. Do I have this? No. Oh, it's a location. Well, you have to find abilities now? No. Nah. I assume that's like the Cave of Trials. I already beat the game though. I don't really feel the need to build my characters up forever. Especially since it's hard to level your characters up past level 50. The triple experience only happening whenever it feels like. There's no way to cheat the experience system, which I think is the best way to do that. Okay, I think I'm done with this game for real now. Yeah, I know there's a thing that boosts experience. I think it only goes up to 30%. And you have to stack a bunch of those, but I had a really hard time refining the boots of prowess. I spent hundreds of thousands and only made the 30% bonus once. That won't do. Okay. So thanks for watching. This is the end of this RPG playthrough now. Don't know what the next game's gonna be, but the next Star Ocean is gonna be the Divine Force. I actually don't know what I'm gonna stream next. Or maybe it's gonna be another RPG, because RPGs are really easy to stream. But I don't want to get burned out on them. Let me see. Let me look at my ideas list here. So I only play RPGs to get to the ending. Maybe enjoy it on the way, so long as it doesn't give me reasons to stop playing it. Because to me, it's important that the gameplay and the storyline are both good. One cannot cover for the other. If a game is annoying to play, I'm not going to play it. And if the storyline is not giving me a good reason to play it, I'm going to just complain about the story all the time, and no one wants to watch that. Because, a good example of that is Chain Echoes. That storyline is really, really boring. I couldn't care about anything that happened. The main character just keeps messing up and causing enormous destruction. And, the battle system became even more complex needlessly the further in you went. Especially since even one of the NPCs in that game says you should only ever be using special attacks, and normal attacks should only be used in emergencies when you're out of resources. That sucks. That's a lot of menuing. I don't want to do that. And I really don't know what people are seeing in it that reminds them of Chrono Trigger, because it's not Chrono Trigger. It has references to Chrono Trigger, but that's it. I think the only thing that is reminding them of it is it has pixel art. That is the only thing. Because it's not the music, it's not the storytelling, not the characterization, not the battle system, and especially not how it feels. One of the biggest things about Chrono Trigger is the storyline about killing the aliens. And the storyline in Chained Echoes is the worst excesses of Final Fantasy Tactics. And I'm not a fan of that series either. As far as bad story, good gameplay, I don't even want to think about that. But RPGs are the sum of their parts. I don't believe in passing on the story just to play the gameplay, because I would just play an arcade game in that case. Or vice versa. If the story is good and the gameplay is bad, I have to play a bad video game. I'll just put on something on streaming services. So other things I'm considering streaming is let's see, do I have any RPGs in my stream plans? I don't want to say what they are out loud. Oh yeah, Trials of Mana. I guess sometime I'll play that. But another game I'm saving for sometime next year. Star Ocean: The Divine Force. Golf Story? I bought the box copy when that became available. I still haven't opened it. Secret of Mana Turbo Hack, which takes away the cooldowns because cooldowns take too long in that game. I think the cooldown system here actually works. It is annoying. Stamina mechanics are usually not good, but this game makes it work. It's really just makes you stop mashing for a few seconds, and only occasionally. Secret of Mana makes you stop mashing after every button press, and I hate that. Yet I put up with it up until I hit a boss I couldn't kill at my current level and couldn't turn back to grind. I guess I'll give another Tales game a chance. Probably Tales of Symphonia. And thanks for all of your help and advice getting me through this. Whatever it takes to help me finish these games sooner, I'm always going to accept. Tales of Graces. I don't know, I played Tales of Destiny. It looked really nice. It did not play very nice. I quit after 2 streams. So because I'm a retro streamer, see, and I want to see where the games began. That was not a good idea for Tales. And the later games don't have pixel art. Maybe Tales of Fantasia, of which Star Ocean is meant to be a spiritual successor? Because in my head, I kept noticing comparisons, not just in gameplay, but also certain character archetypes, and also the fact that Motoi Sakuraba did the music for both. But if anyone else has anything else to advise in RPGs, I'm always happy to hear it. So long as the intel's good and doesn't waste my time. Thankfully, that has yet to happen. Because, I'll tell you a secret about speedrunners like myself. Speedrunners hate playing video games. They will do anything it takes to play as little of them as possible. And that means getting backseated. Because if it helps them play less of the game, they will do it. Anyway, my next appearance in the public is going to be Magvast, schedule still pending, and Metroidvania March, next March. Metroidvania March, I have the following games planned but not guaranteed. Blaster Master 03, Bloodstained, I have to do a second playthrough of that. I did a playthrough of that when it came out. I have the Switch version, so I gotta deal with Switch version jank. Portrait of Ruin, the only Castlevania game I never streamed unedited. I streamed a few hacks and randomizer runs, but not the original game. This year I ran Order of Ecclesia, also unedited. A bunch of Metroid hacks. One called Hyper Metroid, and what's the other one? Super Junkoid, which is a sequel to an NES ROM hack. It's a total conversion that I'm not sure if I'm gonna go through that because that's like cosmic horror, which I'm not really a fan of horror. They announced 2. Well, one of them is new. Blade Chimera, which looks really cool, because that one is by Team Ladybug, and they're finally making one of these games not in early access, so it's actually going to be completed and not have weird lack of stuff to do in the post game. And Shantae Advance, which they announced they're actually gonna finish. I really hope those come out in March, because I do not play Metroidvania games outside the month of March, because I want to stream them, because that's my only yearly streaming tradition. I got a recommendation for Disney Illusion Island. I have to see if that's worth looking at all. And Metroid Planets, which is re-implementation of NES Metroid with a big level editor and a community aspect. But yeah, I think that's it for this game. So thanks for watching, thanks for following, thanks for all the advice. No idea when my next stream is gonna be. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. Actually, let's do this instead. I'll have to toss a coin over whether I play a Star Ocean next or anything else next. We'll see. I always say that. Because, I streamed until 7 in the morning. I streamed for 8 hours beginning at 11 p.m. yesterday. I don't regret doing it, but I'm not doing that again anytime soon. I'm talking too much. Enough of me.